You're bad. Okay. So, this is now our 8th elementary lesson in Watford. We're nearly ready for the exams. Just a couple more things to learn and that's it. Today we were reviewing some and any, and we were learning some more things about it. Like, with some we use with positive sentences. I have some tomatoes. Any we use with questions and negatives. Have you got any apples? No, I haven't got any apples. But if you know that they have some, or it is on your menu, because you're in a restaurant, you can say, oh, can I have some pizza? Can I have some tomatoes? Because you know they have. Or if you have and you are offering, like you did earlier with the sweets, thank you, Consuelo. Would you like some sweets? Would you like some pizza? For these questions, we use some. Then we learned one more thing here. There isn't any milk, but you can also say there is no milk. There aren't any apples, or there are no apples. Turn around, Ivana, let's do this board over here. Now, this was the next thing we were reviewing, countable and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns, there is a pen, there are two pens. Remember, for one, we always say there is or there is an for words that begin with vowels. Or there are two pens, adding the plural. And we came up with a few examples. We know this already. Uncountable nouns, no plural, no article, always singular. There is some wine, there isn't any wine. Then you asked a question about time. How much time is this lesson? We're looking at duration, length of time, 1.5 hours. Or how many times do you go to school per week? How many? Number. I go to school 3 times a week. And finally, Ivana, over here, we were looking at how much and how many. This is all new stuff. You did really well. We use uncountable nouns. We use how much with uncountable nouns, how many with countable nouns. And then we did the gauge. So starting at the bottom, for 0, for countable nouns, let's do countable nouns first. There aren't any books, or there are no books. This is what we've just learned. But then you can say there is a book, there is one book. There are 2 books, there are a couple of books. There are 3 books, there are 4 books. We can count them. There are a few books, there are some books. Then we go up higher. There are lots of books, there are a lot of books. We were asking the question, how many books are there? Over this side, on the uncountable noun side, some things are similar. There isn't any sugar, there is no sugar. For when we use countable, we say there aren't any books. Here we say there isn't any sugar, because remember, uncountable nouns can only be singular. We can only use is or isn't. Then when there's a little bit, we can't say 1 or 2, because it's uncountable. We have to say there is a little sugar, or there is a bit of sugar, or my favourite, there is a little bit of sugar. I like that. Then we go up a little bit higher to some sugar. There is some sugar. Very similar here. There are some books. Look at the difference between uncountable nouns and countable nouns. And higher, also similar. There is a lot of sugar. There are a lot of books. There is lots of sugar. There are lots of books. So you can see there are some similarities here. The question, how much sugar is there? Remember, for questions, for positives, for negatives, for uncountables, they can only be singular. I think that's about it. Thank you.